Good evening and welcome to today's podcast. I am Sharon Kerombai and we are going to introduce ourselves as we start. Let's start from my right hand, please.
Good evening too. Thank you, Sharon. I'm Isaac. I'm a businessman here in Eldoret. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Beverlyn Chelagat, a communication and media student at Laikipia University.
Welcome, Beverlyn.
Thank you. Ian Boston. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. Feel free. And today's topic, we are going to tackle how culture is changing in the aspects of the roles of men and women in our society of today, comparing it to the previous years or the past. What do you think? Has roles changed? Isaac?
Thank you. I think this is one of the most controversial topics in the recent past because we are seeing we are having a dynamic change in the roles of men and women in the society. A lot of things has influenced the change in roles, including the careers that we have these days.
Yeah.
In the past, most careers were said to be that of women. I remember when we were young, you could not find a man who is a nurse, but now we have men who are nurses.
Yeah.
Again, we are stereotyping of careers like engineering. You could not find a woman who is an engineer. I think there is that dynamic change in the way we think.
Okay, what about you, Beverlyn? What is your take according to the roles?
Okay, I think there is a great change. Like when you see the men today are the one who take care of the kids more. The men are the one who are close to the kids compared to the women because the women are more considering of the economic part and end up leaving the men with the part where they have to take care of the family. So I think the dynamic is really great.
What about you, Boston? What is your take?
Yeah, truly. True. I support Isaac and also I support Beverly. Surely we've been having a very, very great change in the aspect of role, in the dissemination of what you should do as women, how you should do as also as men in the society. Also, I think the same role cuts to also the young adults too, and together with the children. As you try to compare the roles of children in the past and also in the present, and also maybe in terms of maybe the cause that they were given, and right now the cause that they do have, we can say there's a big change. There's a lot of change, and I think this change is inevitable too. We have just to cope up with it and maybe look on ways on how you're going also to improve on some of the things maybe which we might think they have eroded. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, to the men in the house, has it affected you in any way? Do you feel that you are inferior, or is it okay? What do you think?
Generally, I think it's not just for us men, but when the roles are not delineated very well, then we will have conflict in the household.
But you can impress.
You
can agree the two of you and say, leo unabaki kuchunga mtoto mazee.
But sisi kama men, we grew knowing, tuliona wazazi wetu wakifanya kitu moja ama ingine, and now we know kwamba this is the role of women, this is the role of men. Now when you give us that role of a woman, kama kuchunga mtoto, we will feel inferior.
But we are in 21st century. We will not stick to the past. Hamaadze Boston. So we stick to our roles. Like, okay, what were the roles of men? If we say, what were your roles in the past and now?
Yeah, I think generally the most important thing is respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
So hakuna respect kabisa?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is respect because when you are given a role as a man, you are expected to play it completely as a man. Yeah.
But Isaac, but when men of today, they have like lack, I don't know, they have lacked something or what is happening, because the women have been empowered and they're overtaking the roles of men. Hata unaweza, you can tell.
Yeah, I don't think now.
Like now,
Beverly can tell us why they're taking up
Beverly.
as our roles.
Like ladies, ladies nowadays, they're like breadwinners, but according to the Bible, the word tells us that the head of the family is a man, and the man provides. What do you think?
Okay, me, I think it's finally time for the men to embrace the fact that women also have the position in the society, because we are seeing the economy of Kenya. I cannot just sit at home because you are the man, you go look for food, then I stay at home. So, no, we are all coming up, so no.
I'm in contrast. So I can differ with what Beverly has said, and also what maybe you mentioned. We cannot embrace this. Respect is respect. No. Lazima ikuwe earned. So you see, some of the roles the ladies used to do, ukianza kuidelegate it to men, you find that your respect inaanza kuteremka, si ndio?
Yeah.
Wanasema heshimu ranks, si ndio? So a man should be respected too. A man, you know, what makes a man to be a man, niyo akifeel anakuwa like the alpha male. You see, there's some things that he can do, there's some things that also he's not supposed to do. Like right now, even though yes, we are trying also all to pull up, maybe says according to the tukiangalia economy and everything, yes, maybe everyone atakuwa na duties zake, but the man should play a big role. So the woman pia afai aachane na duties zake, akisema anaenda kuhustle na kufanya nini na kufanya hizo stuff zote.
Like now you're trying to say that everybody should know his or her role in the family.
Yeah. So hata kanyi wote mtasaidiana, but as a woman you need to play your roles. As a lady you need to stick to your roles. And also as a man you need to stick to your roles. Na hivyo ndo mtalive happily pia na kutakuwa na respect.
Oh. So Isaac, are you advocating for the 21st century roles, or we go back to the culture way? What do you think?
As much as the culture is changing and things are changing, I think we have the part of us that we are as human beings. We are men and we are women. And one fact about men is that the moment they feel intimidated in a relationship or in a setting, their self-esteem will go down, and they will not be performing their roles as men well. Yeah, I think as we embrace the change, we need also to be aware of the facts that are there. That men feel like they are the ones to lead the family and to do everything. And the moment you tell the leader to go and cook, and by the way, men don't like things like being forced to do something like cooking. Yeah, I think it should come from him. It should come from him, and also for likewise with the women, it should just come from you yourself. Yeah, it should not be something that you are forced to do something or
Naturally.
Yeah, and likewise for us men, one of the things that make us to be forced to embrace the same perception is that most men these days are not taking up their roles as men. Yeah, it's true that we are deemed to be the leaders, to provide us the head. You need to provide that security. Your family needs to be safe. But the moment you don't provide that one, the woman is the one who to provide. The woman is there for their kids. The woman is the one paying for school fees, attending school days and everything. Your roles as men will be taken, and you have no option but to take up the role of women. Yeah, like cooking. You love to cook because when you come home from drinking and your woman is from school, he has a lot of work, he has some assignment from work she has not finished, and the same assignments is the ones that is feeding you. So you have no option, but you have to cook also. Yeah, I think we as men also should be aware that we have our role, and we should take up our role effectively for us not to get into the trap. Yeah.
Add on something, Beverly?
I can say the 21st century roles equality has brought more good, because, to be honest, in the past, we couldn't be sitting here as the ladies. It's something that could be wrong because we could not be educated. But today, you see that we have the opportunity to get educated. We are now equal with the men. So the 21st century today, it's better.
Boston, which role do you advocate for?
Yeah, I do support what Beverly has said, but only to some extent. Yeah, you see, and also what also Isaac said, I think we need not to neglect our duties. We need like to know our responsibilities and perform them to our level best too. Yeah, we need to know, though there is no, like, I cannot say that I've seen the manual that was created that men should do this and women should do this, but we found it. Yes, it might be good. It might be a good question to ask that why did they come up with these roles? Who say that women should do this and men should do this? But since they've been functioning well and we have seen also their fruits, I think also it's just good to embrace the good old habits too that were there. Yeah, on the aspect maybe of women being educated, that's good. I do totally support it, because we need to empower everyone. Empowerment is very, very essential. It's something which is crucial. And yes, whenever we empower you, it doesn't mean that you have to, since I'm empowered, this is the notion that some of the ladies have. Since I know how to do this, I want to be doing this. Okay, yeah. If we look at also the family structure too, how it was intended to be, how God created the family structure. The man should be the head of the family. The man should be doing some things like the authoritative duties, and also maybe planning and doing all this. But now, once you try to demean the man, it means that totally that is an unfunctional family too. You feel? So we have like to go back to the good old habits that were there. But again, we have to embrace the times too. Yeah. So we need also to embrace the 21st century perception too. We have to include it in our way of living. But now I think it's good for us to have some manuals. Just know what are your duties, what are you expected to do, and stick to them. And also let's embrace too modernity. But now the modernity now, and also the issue maybe of technology and all this, yes, it has made life easier, work easier too. But we have some things that, because currently, let's say, with the invention of these new devices that are meant to make work easier, you won't expect your wife to do some old chores that they used to do. And maybe also because of work and all this. But this doesn't mean that we have to derail ourselves from what was initially meant to be. Like, for you as a lady, you need to be there. We need to have submission. Submission cannot be replaced by technology, right? Yeah. You need to be there to be the helper too. You need to be there to love your husband too. So lastly, the technology too, in a way, it has led also maybe the male and also the female to forget their duties too. We have now these the social media? Yeah, to some point, like a man in the previous let me use a boy. A boy is expected to do some things to help maybe the father or the mother to do some chores. But currently, you find that men neglect it. So they opt to get a person to perform their duties for them and pay them rather than doing those. And they have replaced it with some of the things which don't add up, don't make sense. So a good example right now, if you ask how many people know how to tie a knot, like using the rope, how do they know how to fish? Do they know how to maybe do some activities which are considered masculine? You'll find most of them they don't do that because maybe they have mingled a lot, maybe with the different genders. Again, also the social media now aspect comes in. Like, I want to do this, I want to be popular, I want to be famous, I want to. They are chasing actually after fame and maybe even after money. So we need to sit back and reflect on what we're supposed to do. Yeah.
Okay, and also to stick on our roles as women and men. Okay, as we wind up, what can you add, Isaac?
As we wind up, there is this aspect of women in leadership. I have come to understand that women are also good leaders. They are very, very good leaders. And we should accept them as our leaders also. As we go forward into making sure that we have equality in leadership, we as a society should embrace the fact that women can be good leaders. They are very good managers, both politically, both in the corporate world. And we should just accept that and accept to be led. You know, most of our men don't accept the fact that you are being led by a woman. Yeah, I think we should just accept as a society so that we have we exploit the full potential of women in leadership also. Yeah, thank you.
Anything else you can add up? Boston?
My final remarks.
Yeah, final remarks or comments.
Yeah. So I think what I can say is that we need to remind ourselves of the roles that we have. We need also to try to avoid stereotyping, because I think this is like, it's a disease. It's one of the things that it's slowly suffocating the roles too. So what a man can do, yes, a woman can do. Yeah. But now, this quote or this statement should not make the men forget their duties. And also it should not make the women forget their duties and their roles too. Yes, we need to support each other because we are all blessed with different talents, different capabilities. But we need also to always remember, as a man, as a boy, as a husband, as a wife, as a lady, what is my role other than the one that maybe my career, or other than the thing that I'm venturing into. Yeah, and I think this will bring the harmony in families, also in our society. It will bring that equality, because what we're looking after is the social equality. We have like both the man and the woman, they're equal. Yeah. Thank you.
That is all for today. Until next time, I hope you have understood how the roles of men and women in our culture or in our society, and how you are supposed to take it. And see you next time. Ciao.
Yeah, bye.